Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
An integrated course of academic studies. He was admitted to a new program at the university. Arrange a program of or for. Program the 80th birthday party. A system of projects or services intended to meet a public need. He proposed an elaborate program of public works. An announcement of the events that will occur as part of a theatrical or sporting event. You can't tell the players without a program. Write a computer program. A document stating the aims and principles of a political party. They won the election even though they offered no positive program. A radio or television show. Did you see his program last night? Computer science. A sequence of instructions that a computer can interpret and execute. The program required several hundred lines of code. A series of steps to be carried out or goals to be accomplished. A performance, or series of performances, at a public presentation. The program lasted more than 2 hours. An integrated course of academic studies. Education imparted in a series of lessons or meetings. An integrated course of academic studies. An integrated course of academic studies. Arrange a program of or for. A system of projects or services intended to meet a public need. An announcement of the events that will occur as part of a theatrical or sporting event. Write a computer program. A radio or television show. Computer science. A sequence of instructions that a computer can interpret and execute. A series of steps to be carried out or goals to be accomplished. A performance, or series of performances, at a public presentation. An integrated course of academic studies. A woman's shoe with a very high thick sole. Any military structure or vehicle bearing weapons. A document stating the aims and principles of a political party. Their candidate simply ignored the party platform. A raised horizontal surface. The speaker mounted the platform. The combination of a particular computer and a particular operating system. A document stating the aims and principles of a political party. A document stating the aims and principles of a political party. Cause to become widely known. Broadcast the news. A radio or television show. Broadcast over the airwaves, as in radio or television. Message that is transmitted by radio or television. Sow over a wide area, especially by hand. Broadcast seeds. Computer science. A sequence of instructions that a computer can interpret and execute. Computer science. A sequence of instructions that a computer can interpret and execute. An arrangement scheme. A plan for seating guests. Scale drawing of a structure. The plans for City Hall were on file. Make or work out a plan for, devise. Plan an attack. Make a design of. Plan out in systematic, often graphic form. Plan the new wing of the museum. A series of steps to be carried out or goals to be accomplished. They drew up a 6-step plan. Have the will and intention to carry out some action. He plans to be in graduate school next year. Make plans for something. He is planning a trip with his family. A message received and understood. A message received and understood. Communication theory, a numerical measure of the uncertainty of an outcome. The signal contained thousands of bits of information. A collection of facts from which conclusions may be drawn. Formal accusation of a crime. Knowledge acquired through study or experience or instruction. A temporally organized plan for matters to be attended to. An ordered list of times at which things are planned to occur. Make a schedule. Plan the time and place for events. I scheduled an exam for this afternoon. Plan for an activity or event. I've scheduled a concert next week. An ordered manner. Orderliness by virtue of being methodical and well organized. We can't do it unless we establish some system around here. A group of independent but interrelated elements comprising a unified whole. A vast system of production and distribution and consumption keep the country going. A complex of methods or rules governing behavior. They have to operate under a system they oppose. An organized structure for arranging or classifying. He tried to understand their system of classification. A group of physiologically or anatomically related organs or parts. The body has a system of organs for digestion. A procedure or process for obtaining an objective. They had to devise a system that did not depend on cooperation. Instrumentality that combines interrelated interacting artifacts designed to work as a coherent entity. He bought a new stereo system. Physical chemistry, a sample of matter in which substances in different phases are in equilibrium. In a static system, oil cannot be replaced by water on a surface. The living body considered as made up of interdependent components forming a unified whole. Exercise helped him get the alcohol out of his system. A complex of methods or rules governing behavior. The formal act of proclaiming, giving public notice. His promulgation of the policy proved to be premature. A public statement containing information about an event that has happened or is going to happen. The promulgation was written in English. The official announcement of a new law or ordinance whereby the law or ordinance is put into effect. A formal public statement. The government made an announcement about changes in the drug war. A public statement containing information about an event that has happened or is going to happen. The announcement appeared in the local newspaper. Create mentally and abstractly rather than with one's hands. Create mentally and abstractly rather than with one's hands. Writing that provides information, especially information of an official nature. Computer science, a computer file that contains text, and possibly formatting instructions, using 7-bit ASCII characters. Anything serving as a representation of a person's thinking by means of symbolic marks. A written account of ownership or obligation. Record in detail. The parents documented every step of their child's development. Support or supply with references. Can you document your claims? Writing that provides information, especially information of an official nature. Writing that provides information, especially information of an official nature. Provide evidence for. The blood test showed that he was the father. Pretending that something is the case in order to make a good impression. That ceremony is just for show. Take someone to their seats, as in theaters or auditoriums. The usher showed us to our seats. Indicate a certain reading of gauges and instruments. The thermometer showed 13 degrees below zero. Indicate a place, direction, person, or thing, either spatially or figuratively. I showed the customer the glove section. Show in, or as in, a picture. Be or become visible or noticeable. His good upbringing really shows. Something intended to communicate a particular impression. A show of impatience. Give an exhibition of to an interested audience. She shows her dogs frequently. Give expression to. She showed her disappointment. Establish the validity of something, as by an example, explanation or experiment. The mathematician showed the validity of the conjecture. A social event involving a public performance or entertainment. They wanted to see some of the shows on Broadway. Finish third or better in a horse or dog race. He bet $2 on number 6 to show. Give evidence of, as of records. The diary shows his distress that evening. Make visible or noticeable. She showed her talent for cooking. The act of publicly exhibiting or entertaining. A remarkable show of skill. Merchandise consisting of a computer program that is offered for sale. Computer science. Written programs or procedures or rules and associated documentation pertaining to the operation of a computer system and that are stored in read, write memory. Computer science. Written programs or procedures or rules and associated documentation pertaining to the operation of a computer system and that are stored in read, write memory. Computer science. Written programs or procedures or rules and associated documentation pertaining to the operation of a computer system and that are stored in read, write memory. Put into a box. A collection of things wrapped or boxed together. A wrapped container. Computer science. Written programs or procedures or rules and associated documentation pertaining to the operation of a computer system and that are stored in read, write memory. Computer science. Written programs or procedures or rules and associated documentation pertaining to the operation of a computer system and that are stored in read, write memory. Computer science. Written programs or procedures or rules and associated documentation pertaining to the operation of a computer system and that are stored in read, write memory. The market for software is expected to expand.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.